From fake charities to stealing your ATM information, here are 10 ways that scammers try to get your money. Take close notes on number 2, because it could save you a lifetime of headaches. Number 10, the Hitman Scam. We're kicking it off with a choice between life and death. Life is a precious thing to everyone, so if someone demands all of your money in exchange for your life, chances are you'll pony up the cash. In the Hitman Scam, you receive an email ordering you to transfer money to a specific bank account or hand over your banking information. The ultimatum is that if you refuse, the email sender claims that they will take you or one of your loved ones out. Oh snap! I just said the word of the day. Ultimatum. An ultimatum is a final demand or a statement of terms, the rejection of which can result in retaliation or a breakdown in negotiations. See if you can use the word in a sentence in the comment section below, and we'll feature the person with the most creative phrase in the next video. People tend to take this type of threat very seriously, which is why the scam has such a high success rate. If you receive any emails like these, the best thing to do is to report the email immediately to your local police's cybersecurity department. Number 9. Next up is perhaps the scummiest way to dupe someone. When a natural disaster strikes, it's a tragedy for the whole world. NGOs all around the globe hit the phones and the inboxes, asking for donations to support those who need relief. Imagine receiving an email from an NGO asking for disaster relief donations via an embedded hyperlink. You very well may channel your inner Mother Teresa and donate your hard-earned dollars to those in dire need. But this can be risky, as it may not be some altruistic NGO on the other end of that email. It might be a convincing scammer looking to get your banking information. This is a double whammy of horrible, because not only are the scammers exploiting the goodwill of humanity, but they're also intercepting funds that would be going to those who truly need it. Life pro tip: if you're planning on donating to an NGO, verify its authenticity using www.guidestar.org. That way, you'll know your money is going to the right place. Number 8. The victims of this next sinister scam have to decide how much a family member's freedom is worth to them. How much would you pay to bail out your loved one? In the family emergency scam, a scammer will call the target, usually a senior citizen, and pose as one of their younger relatives. The scammer will say that they need help with an emergency, like getting out of jail or leaving a foreign country. The goal is to confuse the target and trick them into sending money before they realize that it's a scam. There's a special place downstairs reserved for people who swindle the elderly. Number 7. As the old saying goes, money doesn't water trees, and always look a gift horse in the eyes. You have to work hard, have proper skills, and a practical plan if you want to make money. However, people are lazy, and scammers love taking advantage of that. The Make Money Easily scam is where targeted ads hit your browser offering $10,000 per week for ridiculous tasks, such as liking or commenting on random Facebook pages. This is extremely risky, as your simple click might result in the download of malwares and viruses, which corrupt your computer and hand over control of your data. Oh, didn't see you there. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe. That way, you won't miss any of our new content, and it lets our YouTube overlords know that we don't suck. You're great, you're great, you're great. Number 6, lottery winning scam. Imagine waking up unemployed, broke, and single. You're down on your luck while you open up your mail expecting another bill. And that's when you find something that blows your mind. There's an email which states that you have won the $1 billion jackpot lottery. Your imagination immediately floods with images of you cruising on yachts, flying in helicopters, and being fed grapes while scantily clad servants fan you with a giant leaf. That's how the 1% lives, right? Now, allow me to burst your bubble. There is a very strong chance that you're being targeted by scammers. This is called the lottery winner scam, and it works by sending tons of people mail saying that they won a fake lottery, and all the lucky winner has to do is provide their banking information, and all the funds will be deposited in their account. It's important to remember that money doesn't come easily, and you can't win a lottery for which you didn't even buy a ticket. If you have bought a ticket, then check the company details thoroughly before taking any steps. If they're asking for any money for their registration process, that's a huge red flag. Number 5, scareware. If you've ever cruised sketchy websites, and hey, no judgment here, my search history is truly deplorable. But you'll notice that many of these websites have a lot of pop-up ads and generally look sketchy as far as web security is concerned. You might receive an ad that your computer has a virus and it tries to persuade you to download their antivirus software. Many times that antivirus turns out to be malware in disguise. To stay safe from this scam, all you need to do is exclusively download properly recognized antiviruses from your computer's official websites and realize that your computer won't send virus updates as an add-on in a browser. Number 4. In the PreApproved Notice scam, you'll receive an email telling you that you're pre-approved for a loan or a credit card. The letter always has some initiation fee, and this is how they loot you. Remember that no bank would pre-approve you for a credit card or a loan without knowing your financial background first. Number 3. An up-and-coming scam is the fake shopping website. These websites use e-commerce as a scamming source. They advertise some extremely attractive offers, such as $500 headphones on sale for $50. This acts as bait for the curious shopper, and they land on the scammer's site without even thinking of inquiring about its legitimacy. If you're unfortunate enough to purchase an item on one of these sites, not only does it send malware to your computer, but it also takes your credit card and your personal information and sells it on the dark web to the highest bidder. So before landing on such unusual offers, keep in mind that many of these offers just aren't possible, and no company would provide high-end products at such a cheap cost. It's also a prudent call to check out their Facebook page for comments and reviews that substantiate their legitimacy. Number 2. Phishing is one of the most famous scams out there. In this scam, you typically receive an email from a bank or a university. They ask you for your personal information and possibly your bank account information. They do this by baiting you with attractive offers such as low interest rate loans or big scholarships. If you happen to have an account in one of these banks, or you truly are a brilliant academic, chances are that you might become prey to these nasty scammers. They'll provide a link which is potentially fraudulent, and a click might result in consequences like malware attack or theft of your personal information. This scam can be avoided by checking with the bank or the university mentioned in the letter. To contact them, use the official phone number or the email address on their website. Can you hear me? Telephone scam. Over the last few years, this scam has been making its way around the newsrooms of America with some pretty intense warnings. The scam goes like this. You receive a call and answer the phone. The first thing that the person on the other line asks is, "Can you hear me?" The reason the scammer asks this question is because they want you to say yes. The idea is to record the victim's voice as they say yes, and then use that recording in future calls with the victim's financial institutions and other companies that they do business with. This is super underhanded because they then take the recorded yes and use it to make themselves big purchases or to even open additional lines of credit in the victim's name. The Better Business Bureau offers the following advice when dealing with the Can You Hear Me scam. Use caller ID to screen calls and consider not even answering unfamiliar numbers. If it's important, they will leave a message and you can call back. If someone calls and asks, "Can you hear me?" do not answer yes. Just hang up. Scammers will change their tactics as the public catches on, so be on alert for other questions designed to solicit a simple yes answer. Make note of the number and report it to the bbb.org scammer tracker to help warn others. And finally, check your bank account and credit card statements regularly for unauthorized charges. It's also a good idea to check your telephone and cell phone bills as well. Scammers may be using the yes recording of your voice to authorize charges on your phone. This is called cramming and it's illegal. Number 1, ATM. Your bank account information is one of the most important things for you to protect, especially if you have money in the account. Must be nice. However, that benign ATM where you pull out your cash might actually be yoinking all of your data. These scams are performed by a process called ATM skimming. The scammer places a skimmer, say that 5 times fast, on the card reading portion of the machine. From there, the skimmer would steal the card information once you put your card in. And sometimes they'll even set up a camera to record your PIN number. Once you've been skimmed, these scammers can use your account information to make clone cards or do some online shopping of their own. So it's a good thing that these scams are easy to detect. Just check the ATM before using it. If the card reader is extended more than usual, or if it's loose, the machine might be skimmed, and you should avoid using it.